Okay, so I'm back with the second part of our morning meeting since the first video went pretty long. I wanted to go over all the things you have to do today. Okay, so here's our to-dos. After you watch both morning meeting videos, remember that there was a Flipgrid there for you to share your thoughts. We started that yesterday, and it seemed like some of you really enjoyed the chance to just talk. So please jump in there if you have things you want to share. Okay, and feel free to leave messages back to each other. You just click the little green speech bubble underneath the person's video, and then you can reply right to that person. Okay, our check-in today is going to remind you of something we did in class. Remember, we wrote recipe for writing a Halloween poem, and we did it on Buncee. Today, you're going to do it in a Google slide. So we'll head back up to the check-in. Okay. So we made recipe for writing a Halloween poem, but you could switch out Halloween and make it anything that you want, right? It could be recipe for writing a quarantine poem. It could be recipe for writing a social distance poem. It could be recipe for writing a baseball poem, recipe for writing a beach poem, anything you want to pick, right? Any topic that you're kind of interested in. And then after you write it, you'll submit it. So I have a teacher sample here for you where I did recipe for writing a comfy, cozy poem. What I did on the title page is I changed the background color, I changed the font, I did add some images. Okay, but when I got to the second page, you can't change the background because the background is actually a picture of the words with text boxes. Okay, so you have to leave this page as is, but you can decorate the first title page if you like. So my recipe was 1 teaspoon of soft fuzzy socks. 1 tablespoon of a cuddly blanket, 1 cup of hot tea with a cookie on the side, 1 pint of a book I can't put down, 1 quart flannel pajamas, 1 gallon of snuggles and cuddles to make it all perfect. Okay, you can pick any theme you want for your poem, but make sure that you hit submit, okay, when you are done. It should be over here somewhere. You shouldn't have to share it with me. It should just be a submit button. Okay, so that is our check-in today. We want to interview Dylan on our Padlet. It is under Thoughtful Third Grader. Okay, and I already asked the first question. Dylan, you could just add your answer under here where it says comment. Okay, so please be sure you ask Dylan a question today. All right, Silly Sock Day. We want you to take a picture of your silly socks and add it to the SEM Spirit Week Padlet. If you're not sure where to find that, it's right here under Spirit Week. And I know Mrs. Capone already has a cool picture up. Let's see if anyone else added. Just Mrs. Capone so far. So please put your silly socks up there for us. Also, there is a fun Crazy Sock Day mashup for math. And if you want to give it a try, you can write down the value of everything and submit it as well. Looks like a challenging one for that today. Okay, so math. Let's take a look at what that looks like today. Okay, so we are here for Tuesday, April 21st. Okay, so what you want to do is if you have not watched how to use Kami tools, you're going to want to watch that video. Okay, and then after you watch that video, you should be able to click on Problem Solving 1, PDF via Kami. You should be able to open it up with Kami. Read the word problem, and then use your tools to draw the picture to solve the problem, to model it. Mrs. Del Rocca explains it in her video. Okay, and then after you do that, Mrs. Falco makes a video here where she goes over exactly how it would look. Okay, so we want you to try it first and then come back and check this video to see how she did it, how you could actually make the fraction bar model to show your work. Okay, if you're totally stuck and don't know what to do, then you can watch the video and then try it out yourself too with the tools. But I would like you to try it yourself first and then watch her video. Okay, then I also have for you today a little fractions work There's not a video. Jeremy, I added in that math encouragement again. Encouragement. I thought that was a great idea. So you're going to, should we spot by your name? I think where it says your answer over here should be your name. I'm going to try to edit this after the video is done because it should have a spot by your name. Otherwise, I will not know who did this. So please put your name where it says your answer unless I switch it for you. Sorry about that. This is what I mean about always learning and always something to fix and change. Okay, so there's also, is this Some Dog? I think I put Some Dog here for you today to try out. Yesterday we did IXL. If you didn't try Some Dog yet, give it a shot. You would log in here. I sent everyone their login information, so ask your families because I sent it over the weekend, okay? All right, so for math, if it doesn't work, if the tools don't work for Cami, just put it in the comments for me under math. Just say I couldn't get it to open or whatever. Try to tell me what is happening so I know, but don't get upset. I'm thinking it might not work because we had some problems yesterday, but definitely you should be able to do that Google form. Okay, for ELA today, Mrs. Gross has made some videos about nonfiction reading. She has an introduction video, and then there's a video that she's talking about fiction versus nonfiction. You're going to need to pick another nonfiction text to read today, and then complete the nonfiction's notes page that goes with it. She shows you exactly how to do that in her video, and you want to be sure to submit. That is under ELA. Okay, so you want to watch her introduction, her video, and then do that slide work. Remember, you can find so many different nonfiction choices under Get Epic, Raz Kids, and more, okay? For writing today, there is a video for you to watch on figurative language, and then please write a blog post today, comment on other children's writing. There is still time to earn badges. If you're not interested in badges, I still would like to see you write today because it's important to keep your skills sharp. And we have not seen everyone on the blog in a while, so please be sure to write a blog post today. We are up to chapters 30 and 31 in The Tale of Despero. Some of our characters are starting to meet each other, so it's getting good. Please keep listening. All right, so tomorrow when we meet in our Google Meet, I'm going to read this poem at the start of it. And so I wanted you to kind of think about it a little bit ahead of time. So when you hear it again tomorrow, you already have some thoughts, okay? It's called What We Know by Rebecca Kai Dulwich. Okay. We shared soup, sandwiches, cots, dry pajamas, prayers, as we rolled up sleeves, eased fears, held hands. With quiet nods, we came to know that just when worlds turned upside down, someone, somewhere, hands out raincoats, sets up games, gives out bucks, calls our names, unwrinkles the worry, smooths the sorrow, offers a blueprint for tomorrow. So I'd like you to think about who do you think the we could be in the poem? And how does this poem connect to what's happening in our world right now? This part right here, I especially thought was interesting, that just when worlds turned upside down, this is the key. What does people do when things go bad? What do some people do? Right? And what do they mean by a blueprint? What's a blueprint? Have you ever heard of that before? Where do we usually see blueprints? And a blueprint for tomorrow, what could that maybe mean? So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe take a look at that again. And I'll read it tomorrow when we meet together. And I would love to know what you're thinking about that poem. Okay, I know this was a long morning meeting today, 2 videos for you, but there was so much to say. I hope you have a great day. Rock those silly socks, and I'm really excited for us to meet tomorrow at 10:30. Please come. I can't wait to see you. Okay, have a great day.